Well, many arguing the alliance between Ted Cruz and John Kasich simply will not work. Joining me now, Trent Duffy, National Communications Director and Advisor for the Kasich campaign. Trent, good to see you tonight. So let's just start with Kasich's disadvantage here. There's a very real possibility he could enter this convention if we go there. With 200 delegates, how is he possibly going to convince some 1,000 delegates, some party representatives, that he is the appropriate nominee?
Well, because he's the only one, Megan, as you cited earlier, that can beat Hillary Clinton. Donald Trump loses in 15 of the last 19 polls we saw, and it would be doomsday for Republicans across the board. We would lose the Senate. We would lose senators like Senator Rob Portman, Senator Pat Toomey, Senator Kelly Ayotte. We would lose people all across the board.
And I think what you're going to see. At what point in this campaign has anybody focused on him or unleashed negative ads against him, or has he withstood the barrage that Trump or Cruz have at this point?
Oh, I think we saw that in Wisconsin. We've seen that in elsewhere across the country. And we saw a lot of that from Donald Trump yesterday, ripping into the governor because I think he sees him as a threat. I mean, there's 1,237 delegates.
You do?
Yes, absolutely. Why would he attack him? Because he views him as a threat.
Because he's ticked off about the alliance. I mean, that's what he would say. He's ticked off about the alliance. He thinks it's collusion. And he doesn't like that these two guys are sort of ganging up on him to prevent him from crossing the finish line. Go ahead, Trent.
Well, no, he attacked the way the governor eats pancakes. I mean,
well, that's
a very
big
disgusting
piece of the pancake.
But that
Trump's defense.
But look, Megan, I mean, his numbers, his negative ratings are eclipsing David Duke's in 1992. 67% of Americans view him negatively. He does abysmally with women. He does abysmally with millennials, Republican millennials that we learned today. And I'm looking forward to your interview. Maybe you guys will hug it out. But I don't think he can undo the damage that he's done with women in this party or America. And so that spells doomsday for Republicans, and the delegates that gather have to weigh all this as they look who best can represent the party. We learned today that Trump may have to testify in a fraud trial. How is he going to take on crooked Hillary when he is sitting on trial for fraud? I mean, there's a lot more October surprises that people got to think about as we go forward. So there's a big risk factor with Trump. I mean, as Ken just mentioned, 63% of Republicans have not voted for Donald Trump. Millions more have voted against Donald Trump than voted for him.
But the numbers are something like 93% of Republicans have not voted for John Kasich, right? I mean, it's like he has almost no delegates. So even though he may beat Hillary in a head-to-head matchup, maybe Paul Ryan beats Hillary in a head-to-head matchup, maybe Brett beats Hillary. I don't, the point is...
I have a chance?
So you're saying there's a chance. But the point is,
sorry, Brett,
you got to win the nomination. And as Trump was saying about John Kasich today, he said he's like the boy who won't leave the room. He said, get out, and he won't get out. These other guys who had done better than Kasich in the campaign, like Marco Rubio, they left. And therefore, some are looking at John Kasich saying, it's your turn to go. I'll give you the final word.
Well, look, it's a good thing that John Kasich stayed in this race, or else Donald Trump would have crossed the finish line months ago. We're going to have a good day here in some of the Northeast states. We're going to pick up delegates going forward, and we're going to do better in the Pacific Northwest and out west as we go forward. And that's all part of the strategy. Donald Trump will be a bloodbath for this party in November, and everybody knows it.
I predict there will be no hugging. But I'll take your comment under advisement.
Well, I'll be tuning in to the Fox News exclusive with you, Megan.
It's great to see you, Trent. Thank you.
All right, you got it.